Hello, so today, as you might have gathered by the video, title and thumbnail, I don't know how these things are going to look yet, but I would have probably and hopefully made a point that today we're going to Alton Towers. I'm really nervous. I don't really like theme park rides. I'll go on them, but ones that send you backwards and ones that send you upside down and all of that, I'm not really a fan of them. So you're probably watching this video now thinking, well, just don't go on them then. But you try going to a theme park with somebody you've been with for 10 years, who absolutely loves theme park rides, and she wants to go on the most extreme ones, and she tries to get me to go on them, and I just don't want to. So I'm a little bit nervous that we're going to be having a few of those conversations today when she gets there and she goes, oh my God, I've never been to Alton Towers before. I love all of these rides. Oh my God, can you come on all of them? And I'm just like, yeah, but that one goes upside down, that one goes backwards, that one throws you left, right and centre, and I just don't want to. Can we please just stick to the teacups? I need to stop overthinking things. And speaking of overthinking things, I've got the perfect t-shirt for today, which you're not going to see until a little bit later on. Actually, maybe I should do one of those, you know, when you see like 60s superhero films or something, or not even 60s superhero films, like when somebody like spins around and then all of a sudden they change their outfit. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now. You should be seeing it as I'm talking. The t-shirt literally says overthinker, which is what I am. I'm going to try my best to not overthink things today. And I'm also going to try my best to not go upside down or backwards on any rides. But yeah, I wanted to share my experiences with you, or our experiences with you. We've never been to Alton Towers before. Of course, as I've already said, I'm not really a fan of theme park rides, but I wanted to see whether you could still have a good day out there, even if you're not really a fan, because Krys has wanted to go here for a long time. We've been together for 10 years, and she's always wanted to go, and I've just never taken her, because I've always thought to myself, well, I don't like theme park rides myself, so what's the point? Is it a waste of money? But lately, I've wanted to try different things, so I'm just gonna do it. We're just gonna go. Anyway, enough rambling from me for now. We're gonna have some breakfast before we go, and then we're gonna get in the car and obviously just drive up there. It's gonna take around about an hour or so to get there. I thought the park was open later than what it is, so we've got a little bit less time than I thought we would have. So I'm really nervous and probably overthinking everything that I really shouldn't be overthinking. But I'm nervous that we've not got that much time. But we will see what happens. I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I don't know what's going to happen, but only time will tell, I suppose. Anyway, over to future me, who should hopefully be sat in the car park of Alton Towers. Oh my God, let me just turn the car off. Hang on. Should have done that before recording, but oh my God, we're here. And there was a car park that we went into before we got to the main one. It's like a little gravel thing, and oh, it was stupid. It basically wasn't the car park that we were supposed to be at. But in terms of parking, if you pay online, I think it's about £12. Whether it's any more when you pay like on the gate or not, I don't know. We're about to find out. But yeah, we're here. Let's go and be an overthinker, shall we? So, first thing I'll say is it's really quiet. Well, I don't know. Is it quiet? And we've never been here before. So there's just hardly any people here. I was expecting queues, and because the sun's out today, and because it's the first day of the Easter holidays for most schools in England, it's the 7th of April today, and yeah, I was basically expecting loads of queues, but there's nothing at the moment. I tell you what, when you're nervous and you've come to a theme park for the first time, the last thing you want to hear in the background is the inner workings of a theme park ride with all the chains and all of that, and then the screams. It's quite a walk from the car park to the entrance, but yeah, it's still a nice walk if nothing else. And to be fair, they do tell you on the website that it is a little bit of a walk. You can get a monorail and all that kind of stuff, so yeah. Also, I forgot to say earlier, before I got changed, and first of all, I hope you appreciated my little costume change that I included in this video, but Alton Towers are really on it with their need for feedback. It's about 12:30 at the moment. This morning, at 7 o'clock-ish, or 7:15 or whatever, they email me this, asking for feedback and saying, you know, oh, we really hope you enjoyed your time. Calm down, Alton Towers, we're not there yet. In an update on my nerves, I'm absolutely bricking it. I'll give you updates throughout the rest of the video. So we've just found and walked through an aquarium. So whilst we're walking to our first ride, and whilst I'm having a little bit of a panic, I'm going to show you exactly what was in this aquarium. So cue the music that would go with the aquarium montage, I suppose. As you've just watched that, we're currently making our way to Wicker Man, which is the first ride that we're going to go on. I'm not scared at all, I promise. I'm just a bit of an overthinker. Oh my god, no one panic, everybody stay calm. We've just been on Wicker Man, and we're not allowed to film. Not that I was going to film anything anyway, but oh my god, I've got no words for what I've just experienced. We're currently going to the runaway mine train, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be as intense as what that was. I need to lie down. I've got to say, it's a really nice day for... Oh my god. Oh dear. We're approaching yet more man-eating birds, and you won't understand that unless you've watched the video that I put on YouTube last year from our trip to Prague, where we were greeted by man-eating peacocks. I'd like to introduce you to the geese. I absolutely hate geese. If you know me, I've got a fear of them. Probably a little bit irrational, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's not a thing. They're just behind me over there, and I've decided to turn my back on them, because if you turn your back on something, then it's just not there or something. I don't know. But as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the geese. I'm really scared of these geese, and they're all the way over there. It doesn't do it justice how far away they are, but yeah, it's a really nice day for it. We've just been for some food, spent about 30 quid on food altogether, which isn't all that bad really, considering that we were in Alton Towers, but yeah, I need to get out of here. The geese are scaring me. We're just having a bit of a wander up to the rest of the park now. I say the rest of the park, it's the areas of the park that we've agreed to go to. We've just walked past the Smiler, and I took one look at it and I thought, yeah, no, because it goes upside down, and I don't really fancy going upside down today, to be honest, or any day. Oh my god. We've just experienced Rita for the first time. Remember at the start of this video when I said that I didn't really like theme park rides? I'm biting off way much more than I can chew right now, honestly. I've calmed down from Rita a little bit now, but oh my god, she's done me over. Rita just completely killed me off. I just, you know, like, one thing that I've not really mentioned so far is that, well, no, I think I might have mentioned it once or twice. I don't know anymore. This is what Rita's done to me, see. There's a thing for all the rides where you're not allowed to film, like on anything, basically. And just on that, one thing that I will say that I like is that if people are caught filming, or if they're caught with their phones out, or if they caught queue jumping, for example, which is what somebody did on Rita, they are named and shamed by the operators of the ride. And now we find ourselves lost in the gardens of some description. I think these gardens do have a name. I think they're just called the gardens, which is handy, isn't it? I should have put Strava on. I'm knackered. We're going up an hill, and this camera isn't going to do this hill any justice. I can't even talk. Bloody hell, Rita, you finished me off. Today's video is all about getting over your fears as I stand next to something that's looking at me. There it is. That might be the thumbnail, I don't know yet. I'm trying to work out the thumbnail, but it's very scary to be this close to one of these man-eating beasts. So, we're walking back to the car now. We've just been talking whilst we've been sat in Costa. First of all, Costa are really clever, aren't they? Because they just appear everywhere. Yeah, we were just talking about our experiences and what we think about Alton Towers. I don't know when I'm going to tell you the conversation that we had and what was said and all of that. It will more than likely be when we're back at home. But overall, it has been a good day. But yeah, there's just some things to think about, especially if you're like me and you're just nervous with absolutely everything. Also, I said that I was going to give you updates on my nerves throughout the day, and my nerves just completely went to shit. So I'll give you a nerves update now. I don't even know what to think anymore. We can blame Rita for that. Right, I'm back in the car, and I'm definitely going to finish this video off when we get home, which will be in around about 3 hours time. But we'll be home soon, and yeah, in the meantime I suppose we should go and tackle the real roller coaster, which is the M6. Boring. So if you're an eagle-eyed viewer, your eyes don't deceive you. My hair is shorter, and no, that's not because Rita took it out of me, causing me to lose my hair. It's the day after, and I've just had a haircut, and I'm currently out on a walk before I go back home. And I'm here in this little nature reserve, which is a stone's throw away from our house. And I thought I'd finish off this video here. So, Alton Towers, did we enjoy? Well, first of all, yeah, we did. But we were both talking about this, and we both said that we were expecting a little bit more. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but the area, like the grounds that Alton Towers sit on, of course, I believe the grounds are like, are they for like Alton House or something like that? I can't quite remember the name. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself on the screen. But we were saying that everything just seemed like really far away from everything else. Like there was just space, which is nice, don't get me wrong. You know, the gardens were nice, and you know, the area between the different sort of theme park rides, that was nice as well, like the grounds themselves and all of that. That was lovely, but the different areas were just so like spaced out, and it was just, I don't know. The one thing that I've known about Alton Towers is how like big it's supposed to be, how like vast the area is supposed to be. But yeah, I don't know. Part of the park just seems a little bit empty, if that makes sense. Now, in terms of money, it cost us around about 60 quid for the day. We spent about £12 on parking, about £30 on food in the afternoon, and then we treated ourselves to Costa, but we paid about 16 or 15 quid for that, which I think is daylight robbery. So yeah, around about, what's that, 30, 15, 45, so around about 56, 57 pound, I think, if my mental maths is working properly today. But like anywhere, you can spend loads of money on these attractions and on these different like grabby machines, and you know, like the old-fashioned like fairground things like Hook a Duck and everything. I think it was like £3 for, you know, one go basically. And it's just, you can, if you've got a family, if you've got kids and stuff, you can spend a lot of money there. I'm probably stating the obvious with what I'm saying, to be fair, but yeah, you definitely can spend loads of money if you're not careful. So I'm slowly making my way home now, because there was people walking past me in the nature reserve, and I felt really awkward talking to my camera. So I was like, oh no, run away. But if you're not a fan of theme park rides, then you probably won't enjoy it. Having said that, there are some non-theme park things that you can do. For example, and I've already showed you this earlier on in the video, but the aquarium is really good. It's only around about a 10-minute walk through thing, but it was quite a nice surprise, to be fair, to see it. I say it was a nice surprise. We'd already seen it advertised on the Alton Towers website and stuff, so we already knew that it was there because, of course, we bought the tickets on the internet a couple of weeks ago. And speaking of tickets, okay, fair enough, when we were in the park, we spent around about 60 quid, like I said earlier on. But altogether, we'd spent a little bit more than 60 quid because, of course, to get into the park, you need to buy the park tickets, which were about £36 each, I think. I think if I remember off the top of my head, we paid around about £74 altogether to go and spend the day in Alton Towers. There is CBeebies Land there as well, which we didn't go into. There was a few things that we didn't go into. There was definitely a few rides that we didn't go on, and that was because of me and because of the fact that I just don't want to go upside down. And that brings me on to the rides that we actually did manage to go on, which was, of course, the Runaway Mine Train, Wicker Man and Rita. And Rita really did just completely finish me off. I know I joked about it yesterday, but oh my God. Absolutely horrific. I'm not sure I'm in a rush to do Rita again, and I'm not actually sure, to be honest, if we're in a rush to go back. We're glad that we did it, but are we in a rush to go back? I'm not too sure. I know this video has probably been a little bit random, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and all of that lovely stuff, and I wonder where we're going to go next.